it's getting to be around, the holidays. And today, which, I do have a thing about love.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a big fan of love. I'm not a proponent. I get that from watching Fox News.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, we have Carlos Viola. Are you there, Carlos?
Yes, Madison, Tom, how are you?
Oh.
Thanks for having me. I'm very glad to be here.
I love this guy. The only reason, why I picked you, Carlos? I love Argentinians.
Yes, I'm in Argentina right now, actually.
You're calling from Argentina?
That's right.
Oh.
Is that how you say it, Argentinians?
What is this?
Yeah, is that proper? Is it to say Argentinian?
Argentinian, yes, that's correct.
Argentinian,
yes.
okay.
I know my Argentinians.
I guess so. I'm a little reticent to ask why.
I can't. Well, I had a couple of boyfriends.
No, that's what I was afraid of.
I
At the same time?
love them. I love everything about their food. I love it when they talk to me with the accent.
Yeah.
I like it when you speak Portuguese, right?
Yes, and I hope you like the Malbec, the wine also.
Yeah, and I love everything. The food, coffee, everything. But when they speak to you in Portuguese and takes your breath away. Anyway, Carlos, I can't believe you're calling from Argentina. I'm so impressed.
Directly to Arizona from Argentina.
Yes. Well, anyway, he wrote a book. It's called The Black Lion. I think it's a great name.
The Black Lion.
Yeah. And it's about a love story, and it also has like black ops, covert operations. I think it has just about everything in it, right, Carlos?
Yes, well, Black Lion is a fiction novel. Actually, it's a thriller, and it tells the story of Michael Harris, which is the main character, and he's a U.S. Army major in Special Forces, and he was a group of comrades fight against terrorism all around the world. It has a lot of action and also several subplots, and there's also a small love story, as you said. So it's quite interesting. And I give him the nickname Black Lion because I wanted to represent somebody with natural qualities, strengths, courage, and leadership capabilities. So it's I like it.
Like a Jason Bourne type of thing, action.
Yeah, right.
And the love story is based on your relationship with your wife, I believe?
Well, yes, kind of. Yeah, kind of.
I was kind of hoping you weren't married, but
Yes.
How long you been married?
25 years.
Oh, I guess I'm out of that race. Anyway, so this is really like a love story with, kind of connected to your wife, and right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And probably if she wasn't in your life, this may never have happened.
Yes, that's probably true. Yes.
Wow. So how did you come about, with this book? And is your background in satellites and when you were writing this particular book?
Well, I prior to this new life as an author, I had another life, and I worked for a company that we owned actually. It's a satellite and remote sensing company, and all the data that we'll be using in public and commercial satellites, they all come from the military. So when they make it public, so it's very interesting that many of the things that I put in the book or I imagine came from that background. And although all the data that we use is, of course, public, but they were used by the military when before they were secret, and when they're released, of course, they become commercial. And actually, I've been doing that since 1973, and actually in 1972, when I was at the University of California in Berkeley, I had the opportunity to be in the launch in Vandenberg Air Force Base in Lompoc, California, to see the launch of the first Earth observation satellite, which was Landsat 1, and that's so many years ago. So that was my previous life, as I told you. But it helped me a lot, definitely, yes.
Do you think you could get in trouble for any of this?
I'm sorry?
Do you think you could get in trouble for any of this? because of your background and what you've put into the book?
No, I don't think so. No.
Mm. And is this Black Lion, is it going to become a series?
I hope so, yes. Well, actually, not hope so. I'm already writing the sequel to that, which is called Rising Sun, but it's just in the beginning, so I imagine I'll finish it sometime next year. But I think that this is a fun life and very short too. So I always thought that we have to find our passion or passions and make them happen. So I think I'm over with my previous life, and I love what I'm doing now with writing and publishing and all that, which is all new for me, by the way, because I had never done that commercially, actually. I wrote many things, reports or manuals in my previous work, but they were all related with a company, not novel fiction or whatever. So this is new. I'm learning.
How did you make the transition? A lot of people have a hard time walking away from their bread and butter. What puts food on the table to pursue a passion.
Well, actually, I had help from my brother. The company is owned by my brother and myself, and I was the CEO until last year. And we made an arrangement with my brother, who is now the active CEO. I'm still chairman of the board, so I help him in many decisions, but I'm not actively present there. And I started writing actually 2.5 years ago, and I decided it was time to step aside and do something new, because as I told you before, I think life is fun and we have to try everything.
No. So actually you're still getting an income. Because I always wonder about writers, like sometimes it takes them a couple of years, 5 years, 10 years to write a book, and I'm wondering, how do they live, without really working, but at least you still have some income, correct?
That's right. Yeah, I still have some income. I have some money from my previous life, and that's why I entered this. I formed a new company for publishing the book, and I'm investing everything myself rather than going through a traditional publisher or distributor. I'm doing everything myself. I'm learning, and I like it. I don't know if I'm going to make any money, but at least I finished the book. I'm writing the second one. I like it, and we'll see what the public says.
Yeah, we will, right? How does your wife feel about the book?
Oh, she loves it, and she really supports me a lot, and she even helped me with this new company, although she's a real estate agent and she does her work, but in her spare time she also helps me.
Wow. That's a really good combination there.
Oh, yes.
And so, where can people get the book?
Well, now it's available in ebook format in iTunes, Barnes & Noble Nook, Amazon Kindle, and we just finished the hardcover edition, which will be available, of course, in Amazon and in all major bookstores in the U.S. So I'm sure that you'll find it in Arizona.
Wow.
Where'd you get your idea for the storyline?
I think that my inspiration would come from many books that I read. I used to travel a lot for business, and during those flight times, I used to read a lot of novels. Tom Clancy, Brad Thor, Brad Taylor, and Dan Brown. And I read many books, and also the movies. So I think the inspiration comes from that, and also the background. I come from a military family, and I even was in the military academy many years ago, and I keep very close ties with the military. So I think that everything combined, it's something that just, when I started writing, I didn't know what was I going to write about. I just started writing, and the story came flowing. I don't know.
And Black Lion is your first book?
That's right, first novel. Yes.
Now how do you get started like that? How do you find a publisher when you have nothing in your background?
I published it myself. That's why I made a company. I knew that I created a new company, and I'm publishing it myself.
Okay.
He's smart, this guy. He's very smart. You know what I mean? Like, he still puts food on the table. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
He kept his day job.
Yeah, and he's not a starving artist.
Right.
Well, maybe you can publish my book. So, you're planning on staying in Argentina?
No. I'm actually half of the time here and half of the time in Miami, so I can go back and forth like every 2 or 3 weeks.
I love Miami, South Beach.
Well, not South Beach. I'm in San Yas, which is north of North Miami Beach, so not far from South Beach. Which is fun.
I think you have a very exciting life, Carlos.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I think you're a lot of fun.
I do, and I'm very excited always of what I'm doing, and I want to keep doing things. So yes, I do have fun, and yes.
It would be great if this could get turned into a movie, huh?
That would be great too. I have also already a video trailer made, which is on my website, and the video trailer looks like a movie. So probably be contacting Hollywood soon.
Where did you learn to do all this?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Covert operation.
I'm learning from reading, from doing research, from looking in the internet, looking what other publishing companies are doing. I didn't know anything about, as I told you before, about this. So I learned reading. I think mostly reading and trying things and doing a lot of mistakes. But well, I'm continue working on it with passion.
Wow.
Fascinating.
It really is. I mean, to even have a trailer, that's to even have a trailer out. That's a big deal.
Yeah, you had to get into the publishing or the producing and the directing and then hiring the actors.
Well, yeah, my wife actually has all the actors chosen already, but I don't think they will want to be in the movie.
I bet your wife, I can see the picture, is extremely beautiful.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. God, this guy does it all.
Yeah, let her know, though, that you have to be better looking than whoever gets chosen to play the lead role. Just to keep things safe.
Oh, my God. So when will be the next time you come back to the United States?
I'll be there in 2 weeks.
Oh, and are you going to go like on a little book tour thing?
Probably do that, yes, in Miami, in the Miami area, and I don't know if I'll do it in New York. Yeah, I've been talking with some people. Probably yes, but that would be at the beginning of next year.
Oh, okay. Wow, I'll tell you, I can't imagine. I mean, so what does the satellites have to do with this book? It's just because it's a covert affairs?
Well, the satellite, as you know, not only the satellite, but the aerial photos and the images and data taken from the spy satellites help always in these operations in the special forces or even in the regular operations. Actually, this started in World War II, with the U.S. had a very, very important photo interpretation capabilities. At that time, there were no satellites, because the first satellite was launched in 1959. But during World War II, there was a lot of aerial reconnaissance with aerial photos from airplanes. So that's always helpful for these kinds of operations and for looking in what other people are doing. And you've been hearing a lot that the NSA is watching other people and all that controversy which has been in the media. But with the military satellites, anything that you can imagine is possible. With the commercial or public, there's a lot of things. The commercial, the highest resolution commercial satellite right now has 50 centimeters. So that means that you can see a person perfectly, and that's public, no? So the military have much higher capabilities. Of course, they are secret. You have to have a clearance to get to know them.
That's what Madison doesn't realize. At any given moment, there's somebody watching her.
Sure. And that's not bad, especially with how the world is. And with all the terrorism and all that, I think it's not bad. Because if you do the right things, there's no problem that somebody's watching you. As long as they don't invade your privacy. But.
I mean, I don't know.
She has a lot to hide.
Yeah, I like to stay covert, if you know what I mean. I'll tell you something. I really would like to read this book, and I think it's going to be huge. I love the name. I love where you come from. I just think it's going to be a bigger than you thought.
I hope so, and I'll be very glad to send you a copy I'll ask your people to send me an address, and I'll send you a copy autographed.
Oh, Carlos, thank you. Especially, make sure you write in there from Argentina.
And for you also, Tom. Don't be jealous.
All right. Well, just tell us again, because I know you have to run. But tell us again where they can get this book right now, because it's not on Amazon right now. Correct?
Yeah, it's listed in Amazon, and it's available in Amazon in hardcover, and very shortly in the major bookstores. And as ebook, is also available in all the other sources. But it can be ordered through Amazon already.
But who's your distributor?
I'm sorry?
Who's the distributor?
The distributor is a company out of Minnesota, Thomson Reuters.
You're
hooked up very well there.
Yeah.
That's where we printed it, actually. They did the printing.
This guy's on top of it. You're on top of it, Carlos. Plus, I love the name Carlos. Anyway, this has been really fun because, when I got this information and I saw that you were from Argentina, I just knew, I don't know, maybe I'm back in love.
Say something to her in Portuguese, Carlos. Say, wash my car and make my dinner.
It's actually Spanish, not Portuguese, but
okay.
Lavar mi auto y preparar la cena.
You got her. You got her.
I'm done with the show. I have to lay down and rest now.
Right.
That was great. Well, listen, I can't thank you enough. Tom thanks you, and I'm so glad that you were able to get through since we only have one phone line today. So this was really, really good, and I'm glad because this just came out, right?
I'm sorry?
This just came out, this whole thing, didn't it?
Oh, yes.
When did this come out?
The book, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the ebook has been available for 1 month, and the hardcover edition has been ready only a week from today.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we might be
very, very, very
the
recent.
first, Tom, to know about this.
Issue number 1 and 2.
Yeah. Well, listen, Carlos, thank you so much. And I just want to say just the best of luck. And I don't see any problems ahead of you.
At least I'm having fun, right?
That's right.
That's the name of the game right there.
That's it.
Right.
All right. Well, we'll talk to you soon, and the best of luck and happy holidays.
Okay. Thank you very much for having me, to both of you, and have a nice weekend.
You too.
Thank you.
Take care. Best of luck, Carlos.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Wow. Huh?
Fascinating individual. Obviously, a very sharp individual.
He's smart.
Yeah.
Really, really smart.